So, let's answer some questions, shall we? Elizabeth says CWWE Twitter. What happened on the Twitter, Elizabeth? Let's see. Oh, okay. We're both gonna be double champs. So she does. So it does look like Liv has some title aspirations here still. So we might not be out of the. We may not be out just yet. Somebody was trying to say that they're talking about that it's about the Crown Jewel Championship, but Raquel said we both have an empty shoulder. And then somebody's talking about US. US is on SmackDown, and while Liv can go over there to US, they've already been tied up with some other people. I don't see Liv just hopping over there just to get inserted into US right now. People on the X are really trying to say now that the whole storyline with the Women's World Championship is due to Liv. And it's true. I mean, she's the one that's been working that worked and set things up. So it'd be, like I said, on the X, it would be extremely fucked up if Liv was out of this match or didn't get on the WrestleMania card just because she's put in all this work. And just like it was last year, she had nothing to show for it. That's what really pissed me off about it last year. Liv and Nia put in the work for Becky and Rhea to get like a not a really a great match at WrestleMania, and they were left off the card. I don't want that to happen with Liv. I don't really want to see that happen with Nia either. But Liv especially with the year she had last year. 97 says, I'm so happy for Raquel. They are finally pushing her. Yeah, I'm really happy for Raquel. It's gonna take a lot to get over what they did booking wise with her, with Rhea, especially in regards to Rhea. So I'm really happy that she's starting to look strong and she's getting protected somewhat, and that's what was really needed for her. Like she came back, had the ring rust, and that's understandable. But I'm happy that she's getting back into the groove of things. And like I said, her theme song slaps. I don't care. That song slaps. 97 says, not a big fan of the Rhea, Iyo, and Bianca segment. I wasn't too, because it's just Iyo just yelling around and people are all like, oh, that's so cute. They always do that with the Asian female wrestlers. Oh, that's so cute. I don't care. That's not a story. But Iyo just going around slapping people because they don't respect her. Okay. Like it's just so bare bones and bare minimum. Like, what are you gonna do next week? Is she gonna slap people around then if they disrespect her? Like, that's why we need a heel in this match. Imagine if Liv was in this segment and she instigated all the slaps. You see how much better that would have came off? We need a heel. They can't keep doing this without a heel. 97 said, hopefully they put Liv because now there's a chance for Raquel for IC. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, they can be double champs. I wouldn't put it past them. Them being double champs, like I said, gives Judgment Day credibility. Especially if Dom ends up being the Intercontinental Champion. That all the gold on one faction, or at least a majority of the gold, will solidify the faction, and the Judgment Day need that since, they had to deal with Rhea and Damon's no selling ass. So they need to get this build up, and this would help them get built back up. 97 says, hope you feel better soon. I'm kind of sick too with the weather change. Yeah, I think it's just the Texas weather change. I know you're in Texas with me, 97. So this whole cold to hot, cold in the morning, hot in the afternoon is really beating my ass. So I caught something. I am downing all the Sudafed right now. Word to the rise. If you got the congestion, get like the over the counter if you can, like Sudafed, or Aleve cold and sinus or something like that. Get that. It'll help with the nasal congestion and stuff like that. You have to you give your driver's license on that, but it helps a lot. And I need to go take another dose. I should have took it before I came on. Prince Robot says, "Hi Prince, I haven't seen you in a while. Triple threat is going to be lame. That's what I was saying. It's just face, face, face. I mean, will the match slap? Maybe, but the way Rhea's been acting and wrestling, I'm not sure it's going to be a great match on her part. Iyo and Bianca, that'll probably be a good match, but I don't want to see good matches. We need to have stories. The whole Roman, CM Punk, and Seth match is going to be great because we have a story behind it. I mean, will it be a good match on its own? Yeah, but we have a story behind it, and it's been built up over 10 years. That's what's needed. Like, if we had a world championship match between Bianca, Naomi, and Jade right now, that would be infinitely better than what they're gonna do with Iyo, Rhea, and Bianca if they go that route. Barbie Girl says, "Hey, Barbie Girl, Liv has the best promo." Yeah, she does have the best promo. Rhea, I don't know what she'd be doing. Bianca's up is decent, but Rhea is not good. 97 says they talk about how good Liv is, but don't want to give Liv the title shot again. It's messed up. Yeah, like this is why I say words without actions are just words, especially when it comes to Triple H, because you can be praising Liv all day long, but if you don't put the action behind it, it's not worth anything. It's worth shit. We need to see the action. Like you could praise Liv, but we need to put the action behind it. Give her those storylines. Give her the titles. Let her have a reign without Rhea hounding her all the time. You know, that's what we need. Cherie says, "Hi, Cherie. Kathy Kelly's always accusing people." She really did. She really had an egg on her face after that. And I was laughing about it. I said, "That's what you get." Let's see. 97 says, "At Cherie, the only person she doesn't accuse is mostly Jay and Rhea." Yeah, Kathy is biased as fuck. That's why I like Jackie Redmond. Jackie Redmond will pretty much call it down the middle. 97 said the set Punk match was really good. Yeah, I really hated that Punk loss just because Roman couldn't help himself and pulled Seth out of the ring that gave Seth the win. But the whole aftermath was pretty good. Like, Seth, Roman was stomping on Seth, and then he saw like his wise men all cuddling with CM Punk, and then Roman looked jealous, and then he just came in there and started wailing on CM Punk. So that was a really good aftermath. 97 says, "Of course, not one of her lovers and one is her lover's lovers." Nice. 97 said, "Liv deserved an apology for Bianca and Rhea and Naomi." Yeah, she really does. That's why I'm saying maybe that's her in into this match if they go that way. 97. I'm glad, but I'm glad they're not pushing Jay and Rhea. It felt forced to me. Yeah, because they had no chemistry. They were trying to do all this yeeting stuff, trying to do something with like Dom and Liv, but it don't work. Dom was what made that Rhea thing work. Baggett says, "I think they're saving Dom's IC title win for the rumored PLE in Mexico. But we haven't had an announcement of a PLE in Mexico. If we had an announcement of it and about the timeline, I could probably see it. But I think they're going to pull the trigger probably sooner rather than later with Dom. Because something needs to give with him. Either he needs to be leader with the title at this moment. If there is a PLE in Mexico, I mean, they were talking about Backlash, but that hasn't been announced. And we've already got announcements of the other PLEs like Clash at the Castle in Paris, SummerSlam, and things like that. So I don't think they would save it for that far. I could see him defending at Backlash, like a main event. I could see him defending it there. Senor says Dom was wearing the TJC and Street Trash shirts. Yeah, he's repping the group. He's not. He's just not represent. He's just not representing individual. And when he did do individual shirts, it was because he was supporting someone like JD, Liv, things like that. So again, that's leadership qualities. Ricola says if they do this triple threat match to give Rhea a win over Iyo and Bianca, for her to be champ again. Yeah, like yeah, it'll be like something so like Bianca won't take the pin or something like that. Rhea would be a champion 3 times in one calendar year, which would be extremely messed up. Manuel said Omos should be the new member. He adds strength and won't outshine Dom. I like Omos, but I don't think I want Omos in the Judgment Day. Like, I think I would rather have Bronson Reed in there. Because if once he's like healed from his ankle. Senor says, um, I noticed the changing colors on the skull skeleton. Yeah, it's that arc reactor thing. Has it always been changing colors? Recently, I know that the belts were crossed again. Barbie Girl says it was boring to segment Rhea, Iyo, and Bianca. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said like how notice how quickly they had to bring out Bianca. Like, oh, I love her, but you can't just keep screaming like that. The English, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just people are saying, well, she's getting over with just wrestling. Yeah, she can get over, but she won't be able to contribute to the story. Like, imagine if she could contribute to the story a little bit better. Like, other than just crashing out and slapping people. Like, what does that do? Senora says, today was a great day. for Liv Dom. Yeah, we got a lot of content. Somebody said that Liv and Dom might be out of punishment now for whatever reason. And I kind of tend to believe it because we got a lot of stuff. We got Dom getting Liv a Rolex. We had Liv and Dom on Hot Ones. We had Liv. Oh yeah, we had Liv doing her interview on a Kelly Clarkson show. So we got a lot of content today. Yura says, I can't stand the Rhea nonsense. I don't like how they rendered her promo last week null and void. And like I said, it just made me glad that I didn't break down her promo. Because I was gonna sit here probably tomorrow or Wednesday and like go back over the promo and break it down. But I don't need to do that now. Because she just killed all the momentum of that promo to blame Bianca. And it makes no sense. Like, where did we, why would you do that? She's just the same thing. Just coming out and blaming people. I don't know. Dior said, do you think Dawn will turn on Finn next week? I would not be surprised. Especially if, like, Braun beats Finn straight up. Anybody, I know they're in Europe, but I don't think that would be, like, I still don't think they would give Finn that win. Like I said, it doesn't make sense to give Finn this win this close to WrestleMania. Like, this should have been done, like, earlier, prior to at Elimination Chamber. I could see the title change at, like, Elimination Chamber. But now, we might as well just wait till WrestleMania. Like, I could see Dom turning on Finn, especially, like, if he set up Finn in such a way where Finn is looking for that support and Dom doesn't give it to him. Then Dom just goes ahead and just takes over. And then they can have Finn be out a little bit and then come back and then he can make it like a triple threat or something like that at WrestleMania. Kendall says, hi Kendall, the supposed triple threat match and this Drew and versus Damien, what's worse? That's a good question. I would almost say excuse me. I would almost say Drew versus Damien because I know Damien's gonna be snow selling his ass. At least with Bianca and Iyo, that might make the match a little bit better. But Drew and Damien, I don't think Damien's gonna be selling for Drew unless something significantly changed. Canelo says matching shoes, matching vests, and now Rolexes. We're in store for a lot more. Somebody said that Dom with the gold Rolex could be tied back into The Rock, and I would be really tickled pink if that happened. Like if The Rock recruited Dom, Liv, and Raquel like into this whole final boss thing. But that would be really interesting, especially if Dom gets the IC. He could control, and if John Cena wins the championship, he could control a lot of the belts. I'd do something like that, like a new corporate, a new, like a new corporate. Was it? It was McMahon family, but a new corporation, pretty much. Kind of doing that story, doing that storyline again. Because Rock is on the board of directors. I'm gonna check the X for a little bit. Let me see. Oh, Rhea was crying about not having no friends next week, yet she threw Bianca's friends. Okay, Rhea was crying about having no friends last week, yet she threw Bianca's friends having issues in Bianca's face to one up her. Yeah. Now, somebody says on the X, now how is Lyra supposed to defeat Big Back Raquel? Wow. Let's see. Apparently there was some awes in the crowd where Finn hugged Dom. Senor said the hug got me. Cena vibes. So I was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dom had betrayal eyes, just like Cena had betrayal eyes. It's like real obvious. Let me see. Barbie Girl says, what if Liv win the title? You think Rhea will go after Liv? I hope not. Rhea just needs to like take an extended break somewhere. Like she was taking a break then, but she was barely doing anything. Like I think she just needs to go off somewhere and heal, do something, reset her character. Like I said, she needs to get down to the brass tacks. With her character, and we thought that was going to happen with what happened last week, but apparently not. So I don't know. Yours said the Patriot and Mr. America are having a son. That's true. Oh, we were talking about spicy rigatoni. And if Rhea gets inserted into this match, and then makes the whole elimination chamber moot, somebody is saying, I kind of agree with that. Dom and Liv holding the ropes for each other. Let's see. Kendall says matching Rolexes or matching tattoos. I picked Rolex. Yeah, I was saying that too. And somebody was saying, one of the Rhea fans was saying, well, Dom and Rhea have matching tattoos. That's better. And people were like, you can get that lasered off, or hide it. And Rhea has matching tattoos with everybody. She has some with Damien. I mean, Dom has matching tattoos with Damien. So, I mean, just having a matching tattoo don't mean nothing. And notice, and people said, like, Dom is actually spending money on Liv. Kayfabe sense. Dom was running away from his bill at Valentine's Day, like, was it 2-3 years ago? He was running out on the bill there, but here he's spending a lot of money on Liv. That's gotta sting. Like, if you're Rhea looking at Dom and Liv, and you're seeing Dom putting down mega bucks just to get Liv a matching Rolex, you know that has to sting. Senor says until now they have not confirmed any WrestleMania match for Liv and Raquel. Yeah, and they haven't adjusted the Iyo Bianca match either, so that's why I'm saying I'm not crashing out just yet. And 97 says Rhea has matching tats with Dom, Damien, Tony, Storm, and Raquel. Yeah, I mean you can get you can pretty much get a tattoo. Solo says Dom got Liv a championship and a Rolex. Yeah. Barbie Girl says why Rhea doesn't make up with Liv. You would think, um, see if she was in this path of character growth, she would be reflecting on how she treated Liv and Dom. Yeah, they're heels now, but she should be reflecting on how she created Dom to be this monster and how she treated Liv and how things, and how she threw away a friendship because Liv didn't turn on Rhea. They always want to make the excuse, well, Rhea was turned on. I mean, Nikki ASH did turn on Rhea, but maybe she saw something in Rhea that she didn't like and decided to turn on her first. You know what I mean? Like, do some self reflection. So I am not sure if we're going to even get that. Let's see if I missed anything, but I think that is it. Like I said, to kind of wrap things up, I do think we will have something major happen next week with the Finn and Braun Breaker match. Either they pull the trigger and Dom turns on Finn, or Finn wins the championship. I'm not really thinking he's going to. I do think Dom has been making a lot of moves on his own, manipulations wise, plot wise. So, and remember, he still has that favor of Chad Gable in his pocket. So there's a lot of converging storyline threads that are coming to a head relatively soon. Regarding Iyo and Bianca and Rhea, it's still Iyo versus Bianca for now. I am doing a wait and see to see what happens with this. I better not see it become a triple threat without Liv being involved some kind of way. I better not, else I will crash out because that's unfair to Liv. We do have Raquel have the number one contendership. That match has not been announced for IC yet. I expect that coming in the coming weeks, and I do not expect a Becky return to help Lyra. Tag team titles. Something needs to be done on SmackDown. If we don't get anything on SmackDown, I'm going to assume that they're not going to have any kind of tag team match, at least for the women on the card. I can almost see it. Like I can see them almost doing like a number one contendership for the tag titles on WrestleMania, but not have involving Liv and Raquel themselves. You know what I mean? That way they can set something up post WrestleMania. Barbie Girl says, "What if Bianca wins the championship at WrestleMania?" I think we're gonna have that same problem of there's not enough heels, and they need to either swap it or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Bianca championship reign, but I almost want Naomi back in there. Like Naomi needs to mess that up for her. Thanks for tuning in to the Wrestling Receipts podcast. Remember to follow me on the X at WMaven WWE and on TikTok at WriterMaven for more wrestling insights and live reactions every Monday night after Raw. Until next time, I'm just saying.